community and friendship, love and struggle, and women's empowerment. In the Filipino language, Kuwentong Bayan is the literal translation of community stories, and this work is rooted in love. Today, caregivers from CESO will be sharing their own Kuwentong Bayan stories. Right now, our artists will tell you more about this project.
From one of the comics called Good Enough to Work, Good Enough to Stay, Good Enough to Be Gay. Or Good Enough to Work, Good Enough to Stay, and Be Gay. So it's about coming out stories in the LCP. So, and these are some reactions here. Okay, so next one is, what is Kuwentong Bayan Labor of Love? It's rooted in real life stories. So
doing the Kuwentong Bayan is kind of like you're doing something that's male-dominated, but because the authors are female, then it's kind of cool. And you're bringing all that to the community, and you're allowing other people to tell their stories through that work, and it's not just very, enclosed story.
We'll use that. Okay. So, can we just read that? Can you read the? That's called Gundam Elves. Okay, I'm gonna read the script there.
This is actually our first, kind of like our introduction comic book, and we wanted to keep it upbeat and have that, positive vibe to it. So this is our experience when we first met the caregivers during their holiday party, and then it sets a tone and all that stuff.
Want to work with that? How it works? This too. There you go.
Go ahead.
So this is what I'm actually describing here. I have to read, so if you could pull it, that'd be great. Okay, and then so Althea says in one panel, I was reading about our history of migration and the reality faced by Filipinos. Did you know that about 4,000 people leave every day to work abroad? And there also says this text, a considerable increase from the 7.5 billion reported in 2003 remittances are the largest single contribution to the country's gross national product. And then Althea says, Joe, where exactly is this party? And Joe says, it's inside a church. And then there's a caption. This reporter came from the article, The Misery of Migrant Workers from Al Jazeera, December 2012. It's written on the side of a streetcar. And then there's a there's the chicken dance, for sure. It's group, it's communal, it's intergenerational. You'll see lolas, you'll see very small folks, you'll see queer folks, and everyone's kind of accepted. And you'll see all kinds of also nationalities and cultures. And wow, someone's in a Tina Turner dress over there, doing the heels. So there's a lot of fun. So that kind of helped balance out what we talked about in the beginning of the story. This is life, right? This is life. Life hits you and you kind of have to deal with things, but then you also have a community, and that's how we continue. And this is the last panel, which will just tell you, this is the board of directors of CESO, who are the awesomest, because they performed the most popular song of 2012 was... Exactly. Who's going to come up here and do it for us? No, just kidding. So they threw down, and that's how the comic book ends. This excerpt. Yeah. Anything you want to add there?